everyone. Welcome to the first video. Today, I'm showing you guys my clapped Fusion. Well, my rigged Fusion, actually. I have to have the rigged cold air intake, custom CNC battery terminal. You already know. Just finished doing my PCV valve. Had to take all this shit off. But let's take a look around. Got the red caliper so people know we're fast, right? Because we're badasses. Gotta have the clapped subwoofer box too. Gotta have the rigged exhaust system. Look at that. Look at that shit. No resonator, no muffler, just the cat. Look at that shit. It's not even supported in the middle. And it's leaking, and it's hanging low. Look at that. There's a big ass hole in the downpipe. Hey man, but she runs pretty smooth. Listen to that. Runs like brand spanking fucking new. Brand new. Then we enter the mess. But for this car having so many miles, it's running pretty good. I think the check engine light is from the cat sensor, because at one time the whole cat fell out of the downpipe and it was just dragging. So yeah. Here, you want to give this baby a listen? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a little old, 2011, needs a lot of work done. I mean, body-wise. But, you can't have it without tinted taillights. It looks like the might be coming off a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way the sun's facing on this fucking one. I don't know. But they're tinted. At least they were at one point. Rotted out rocker panels. But hey, all things aside, the rust ain't horrible. It's very rigged up though. But hey, here's when I got pissed. Did that. But hey, it works. I'm running this baby on this thing is running on 10W30, for some high miles. You gotta get some thick ass oil in there. Right here, see, I know it's front wheel drive, but there's not much tire left because that was originally on the front. This is what's left of the front. So pretty gone, with nothing much left with tires. Let's take you guys on a ride in this puppy. We'll show you front wheel donuts in a front wheel drive Ford Fusion. Well, pretty sure all of them are front wheel, but here we go, guys. Y'all ready for this? Make sure I don't see no one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For this thing being front wheel drive, it sure likes to spin. We'll let these we'll let them cross. they're probably like, ah, yeah, I knew it was that dude right there. This car's so rigged, bro. Hey, you got traction control off. Could never not. But for this video's sake, we'll turn it off. Or turn it on, not off. You know? She's running on 93 right now. To be honest, it feels like it runs way better than if it were on regular. But hey, I mean, I've been abusing this engine for the last 15,000 miles, and hey, I mean, trans is good, and engine's good, running good still. It's not burning any oil anymore because I did the PCV valve. So, you know, ain't that horrible. I really want to dedicate this channel to seeing how rigged I can make this car. Show you guys how rigged one person can make a car. Listen to that fucking thing. It's ripping out of the downpipe more and more every fucking second, dude. It sounds like shit. It just sounds ridiculous how everybody just stares at this car because of how loud it is and how dumb it sounds because it's a Fusion. But it always makes me laugh. It's so fucking funny. It's just so funny to me. I'll give her a little rip once we get on these more side roads. Oh, you know, I don't have high beams. And I got one headlight. I'm glad I don't have to bring it through emissions because this thing would not pass. But for 234,543, I mean, this car is still running pretty decent. I have faith that it could last maybe to 300k miles. Maybe more, who knows? I mean, I take good care of the engine. I do frequent oil changes and fluid changes and stuff like that, and you know, spark plugs, coils, stuff like that. I mean, I keep it pretty well tuned and pretty maintained. So the previous owner kept it well maintained too. He had it since he got the car, and then I got it when there was like 219,000. So yeah, I've driven it quite a bit and beat the shit out of it when I got it. But yeah, the original owner, I got this car for free. So, but the original owner always did the oil, always had it looked at, always had it fixed. When I got it, a few months prior to me getting it, they had a transmission issue, which is normal for these. But they got it replaced with a transmission that only has 50,000 miles. But that was when I got the car. They had a new trans in it, so I probably driven it well over 10,000 miles. So for that and beating the crap out of it, beating the crap out of the transmission from switching to low to drive, you know, it's surprisingly not slipping that bad. Still going. The only thing it does have is every once in a while, well, a lot of the time, there is a whine coming from the transmission, and it just sounds hilarious because it sounds like a supercharger. side roads, but I still get so scared flying down these roads. This is like such a suburban area. I don't even live over here. I'm just always over here because my friends live in this area. But I mean, I haven't really had any major issues with it, you know. I've had to do plugs a few times, but that's because the first plugs I bought were shitty and they just shattered and broke. So I bought new plugs. I got Autolite, or whatever the hell that name is for those. So yeah, so fresh oil, fresh brake fluid, trans fluid, you know, all the basics. I wish this was the manual one. I'd be having a lot more fun. But I mean, like, the stock stereo in these cars is actually in the SEL 2011 SEL Ford Fusion. The stereos, the stock stereo and speakers are actually pretty good. It got a decent amount of bass, but for me, it's not enough. I just did those tweeters up there. You know, I got those subs in the back. I mean, this thing gets me from point A to point B. I mean, it wasn't rigged until I got it. It's funny how rigged I can make a car and it still runs. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like horribly rigged. It's just, it could have been done better. Like, some of the exhaust is welded. Well, it all is welded, but the main support in the middle for the exhaust hangers, there's nothing there. So it's holding on by the downpipe and the muffler where it's welded. So it's only held on basically in 2 or 3 spots, which is why it's falling out of the downpipe. So eventually, I'm either gonna cut the cat off and just straight up just leave it downpiped, or I'm gonna buy a pipe and buy an angle pipe and weld it up in there so it stays good. But I'll probably weld it at work. So I wish they sold like cheap, easy to install mufflers or exhaust kits for these cars. It'd be nice to get a whole new it'd be nice to get a new exhaust manifold, intake manifold, whole new exhaust system. Be way better. Get the cat out of there, gain a couple of horsepower, maybe like 5, but still, I mean, anything's better than what the exhaust is right now. Any little bit of pothole, it's probably gonna fall. I mean, like, it's fallen before, but that's because I've taken it into like crazy bumpy gravel and spun around in there, and it was horrible. The whole front end lifted out in the air. The exhaust fell. It was a fun time, though. It's always fun going to the car meets around where I am, because there's a lot of people with rigged up cars. Some of them are nice. This one time I was at a meet. There was a V6 Mustang trying to spin it, and then he let his girlfriends try and spin it, and she almost ran into my car. She was this close to hitting my friends and my car. I was like, why? Bro. Why would bro let his girlfriend try to spin out his car? Like, that's... I mean, like, I like this car. I mean, it's a decent car. Like I said, haven't had any major issues. It rides good. It's got electric power steering, so it's got good power steering. Pretty good. it's not, you know, it's not too easy to spin and not too hard either. It's like perfect, and it's better for messing around with. The only bad part is if the pump goes out, or if you're low on power steering fluid, it's really hard to fill it, if you even can. If anything, I just get a new pump because it's old. But you know, it's still, I mean, it's hanging on. Like I said, I do have faith that it'll run past 300k miles. I mean, it's not the engine that's bad, it's just the trans and shit like that. But like I always say, it's a Ford, so I fix or repair it daily. So I mean, this thing has a little bit of electrical problems. The headlights, I have really expensive headlights, and they're not going out because they're old. They're going out. There's something wrong with the electrical. Like, this headlight doesn't work. Like, the electrical for the headlights here don't work. The daytime running lights don't work on this side. The only thing that works on this side is the blinker. The daytime running lights don't work. The headlight doesn't work on this side, so my dad wired this headlight to this side, so they both, you know, but then that one went out over there, so we have to put new ones. I have a new one, we just haven't put it in yet. So, but I mean, like, AC heat still works, the heated seats work, you know, stock radio's good, stock speakers, they're all in good condition. And I beat the crap out of this car, and to my surprise, it's not blown up yet or broken down, blown trans, nothing like that. To my surprise, it's actually running very good for how hard I've beat on this thing. It really surprised me, because when I first got this car for free, I got it for free. When I first got it, I was like, hey man, free car, not complaining, but it's a Fusion, so I don't know. We'll see. And you know, I don't hate it. It's a nice daily driver. I mean, this is all I got right now, so it basically is a daily driver, but you know, I like to have fun with it, beat it, because I know it's probably not going to last much longer, even if I don't. I don't know. This car, when I first got it, it didn't run like the best. It didn't run the best. I don't know if the PCV valve was bad. When I first got it, because I got this car back in December of 24. So, and I just like 2 weeks ago did the PCV valve, and it's running beautiful. But I don't know if it could have been that, but ever since I got the car, I started beating on it. It started to run better, you know, it drives better, you know. The car was owned by an old person, so he clearly didn't really drive that fast. But, you know, I mean, this old guy's in a Charger and his Charger SRT and is driving slow. I'd love me one of those, but at the end of the day, still a good car, good daily, you know. You change, like every car besides Chevys, you change the oil, do maintenance, you're good to go, buddy. Good to go, no problems. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for the video. I'm looking forward to doing more rigged up shit to this car to show you guys. I hope you all enjoyed. please, this is my first video. If you could hit the like, subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. But anyways, I'll see you guys later.